Hola, my friends. Welcome to my channel, and thank you so much for being here. Greatly appreciate it. So check it out. I am doing Saturday stamping thing. I feel like I just did it yesterday. Who knows? But I'm doing it again today. And the theme this time is bunnies. How cute and sweet. So, what I have in mind is doing another marmalade. I know, I hope I'm not killing y'all, but I need another one. I'm sorry. I need it. And I'm thinking gray and a super light pink. Look at that. You barely see that with this light here. And then this blue. And these are some gel too. Or beetles. And one of them is mold loons. So let's give it a shot and see what we have going on. We're going to do like 1,000 dabs. You know, but don't worry, you don't gotta watch all that, that's too much. But I'm gonna do the first couple of dabs with you here, you know, just so we can check it out and see how we want it. And what we're doing, look at me, I don't even have my plate. I was so ready, wasn't I? Breaks. Okay, I found my little bunny wummy. Look at him, how pretty. So this little bunny rabbit is not currently available. He came out last year for Easter. He's just gorgeous little guy. He's my favorite. So I want to use him. And let's see how we're going to do this, right? So this thing absorbs a lot, you know what I mean? So that's why I always just put it here. And that way I know where it's going anyway, right? So honest to God, I want most of it to be this color. Hold up. I want most of it to be great, and then to have like a couple of little dabs of the other, like this. A little dab here, a little dab there with the pink, and a little bitty dab of the blue. Nothing dramatic. Hold up. There we go. I think this is it. And always with the first, you barely see it, dude. But the thing is, I don't want it globbed on, and I do kind of want it even and stuff. So, my first one, you barely see what's popping. Here we go. There it is. I'm going to leave the gray just the way it is. Boom. And just do those. It kind of looks like Easter eggs, honestly. This blue and pink on here. So, boom. So there's dab number one. You see nada. We'll do about 30,000 more. We'll get somewhere. Then I cure that for about 30 seconds because it's really not a lot of polish. And I'll do it again. Okay, so after like 1,000 dabs, you have the color, you know, where I have it to where I would want it to be. It's kind of like Easter, but what do you call that? Kind of looks like cotton candy to me right here. So I'm gonna do like the final dab, just seeing, and I can be more specific of which one I feel like needs to come out more. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna put a little bit of gray here, just a tiny little bit right there. Maybe pump that pink a little bit more there. And if you notice, all of them kind of follow the same, you know, pattern of what's been going on there. The pink on one side, kind of try to follow that up. One last little dab, boom. And let me see. There we go. Maybe that's even better. And on that last one, I do give it a full 60-second cure. Because I ain't coming back. It's done. It's a wrap. Boom. I feel like the blue is prominent enough. So that's why he's not getting the last dab. There we go. Like that. Okay, and now everybody's set. I'm going to go ahead though and put a top coat on them. So they'll be real nice and smooth for my stamping. Best as possible, right? And I'm just using this little Connie top coat. That's my favorite part, when it gets shiny, smooth, and pretty. There we go. Yeah, buddy. That's nice. Okay, now we cure this guy for 60 seconds, and then we can begin our stamping. Okay, so there we have it. We have our top coat. It's all shiny and pretty. Alright, and now we're going to pick up 5 of these guys, because what I'm hoping to do is like put him in there and then surround him with gemstones. Is it gonna be cute? I don't know, okay? Because gemstone work to me is kind of hard, because they be slip on that gel or whatever. So that's what I want to work on, and I want these guys to be surrounded by them, right? In different type of colors, like these. Instead of the balls, basically a gemstone look, and at the end use the orange. But that's yellow. Alright, so erase the other. We're going to start here. At the ending, anyway. Alright, so here they are. With a top coat, real nice and smooth and ready for some stamping, right? So I'm going to use these little guys right here. I'm going to get 5 of them where they're showing the most of them, you know? Because what I'm hoping to do is then add some gemstones and stuff around them. So let's pick them up and see. Okay, I'm not shrinking anybody. I think they'll be fine. However, this plate does have a couple of smaller images, and it does have the bigger images. But I think it'll be alright. Let's see. You're not doing a lot of bedazzle, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, I don't love small, tiny images. So I'm going to take the biggest one here. And I'm going to try not to care too much about his flowers. They're not a part of my design here. So hopefully I'll be eliminating them, babies. Sorry, little flowers, but not today. Not this time, okay? You'll be alright. There. Alright, so there we go. Because what we're going to do is put other little guys, little gemstones and stuff. Alright, let's pick up 4 más. Alright? Let's see. They're so cute. All of them. Give them to me all. 100 little bunnies. And what I'll do is I'll just use the smallest one for the pinky. Let's color them up. I kind of feel like I want them all white or very light. So that way everything else pops around them, no? Yeah, let's think. Okay, so we're going to color these guys white because basically they're going to be surrounded by gemstones, right? In a whole bunch of colors. So I figured they should be white. Let's go ahead and do that. And I also think they should have little cheekies though, right? Let them have little cheekies and stuff. Here we go. So we're going to use our little number 2 here for this. There we go. Little teeny weeny cheekies. And also on the little nose. Make the little nose a little bit pinkish. Even though we're still going to have a little bit of white. Just to get super wild and crazy. Okay, I don't see it. I thought I had it clear. I do, but this is not a cheapy clear. This is my BCB. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love it and I use it on my own nails. But I just want a little tiny bit of clear, a little bit of transparent. So we're gonna throw that in there, okay? We're gonna bring a little pink and a little white into it. There we go. There we go. And everybody's little nose. So cute. Trying to make it so that it's soft, you know? Little soft nose. And if they had ears showing, I would, but his are flapping down, so he doesn't have anything showing this one either. There he is. I'm gonna let these guys dry for a couple of minutes there. And then we'll be able to put them on. Boop. Slap them babies on. And at that point, we're gonna use some gemstones. Let's look at our gemstones, right? And see what we want to do. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our bunny situated. Here we go. We're going to use a little oily bonder since our images are dry. And we're going to dab it on to the nail here using this little sponge. Here we go. I got them lined up, I think. Oh, cutie pie. Okay, now let's get some cute little gemstones on them. I thought these were cute little gemstones from Walmart. I'm sure you've seen these. They be having these little guys there, and I also have these little flowers that would be cute to put on like the bottom of them. That would be adored. And just different color ones, some yellows, some of this, and this has every color under the sun. And even this one, look how cute this one is. It's also kind of like the base colors here. Look how pretty. Okay, so let's check it out. Let's start with these at their feet. I really like the purple, I'm not gonna lie. I really do. Little purple flowers and stuff. What I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna top coat these guys before I do this. And then look how cute. Oh, I'm getting excited. So excited. You want the little peach color? Okay, yeah, boom. We're in. Ah! Alright, let's seal and top coat, and then I come back and we do what we do. Okay, so let's get cracking. I'm gonna use all except for him, since he's not an Eastery color. We'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it'll cover all of them. Because honestly, I just can't even decide. We're using a rhinestone glue here. Start with the baby and make yellow. There we go. Just a little line there. I'm gonna go for the smaller ones, or maybe one big one, and then put smaller ones around it. that here. I don't know. Let's cure them, and then we'll see about whether I want to add any more on the top. Okay. Delete the other guy at the end. So here he is, Mr. Green. We have Mr. Yellow, Mr. Green, and now we're gonna go with Mr. Peach, and then Mr. Blue, and finally Mr. Purple. Let's do it. Boom. There we go. How cute is Peachy. Nice. And blue and purple. Cure. 90 seconds for the gemstone glue. Okay, so so excited. All of these little guys are on. I'm gonna put them on and do our little Vogue and stuff like No, we only have one there. Hold on. Let's go. And here they are. Yeah, they're so cute. I love them so much. It just looks like like a really, how can I say, clouds. It just looks like clouds up above, and then the cute little flowers below, and they're white and pure and beautiful. Look at them. Yeah, little buddy. Yeah, cute. Okay, so that's it. I hope you guys had a lot of fun, because let me tell you, I did. Okay, so I'm out of here. I say goodbye for like 10 minutes. But I'm seriously leaving. So goodbye. Lots of love. Share that thing. Boop, boop, boop. Do the dance with it. And peace. Au revoir. Adios.